Apple finally released iOS 12.4 today after so many years and months and days of trekking the wilderness and trying to figure out when they were going to update it. They finally did after 7 betas, which is crazy. And honestly, I don't remember the last time Apple released 7 iOS betas for their specific devices, and I think they did a pretty good job at kind of doing that. I mean, honestly, I was kind of sick and tired of waiting, but I wanted to make sure the 5S, the 6, and these actually 6 Plus all ended off on a good note, because these are the last updates that these devices are having, so at least they're not trying to pull an iPhone 4S on it, to be honest. But they could have released a 12.4, because who knows, they might release a 12.4.1 if there's some crazy feature bug within this that doesn't work or something, but ultimately, I think they did a pretty decent job at this. So if you have an iPhone 7, I mean, most likely you're waiting for the iOS 13 update, so this is just a minor one to kind of hold you over. But this is going to be one of the most stable versions of iOS that you're going to have on your device for at least a couple months now, even when iOS 13 comes out, because that's still going to be like an early on version, and this is a more like fixed and refined version of iOS at this point. So iOS 12.4 did actually bring a couple new cool features, and one of the main ones is actually wireless data transfer. So if you're going to go and update to a new device, for example, let's say you're going from your iPhone 7 to like an iPhone 10R or iPhone 10 or something like that, you can now transfer your data wirelessly straight from one iPhone to the other without having to do like an iCloud backup or iTunes backup or anything. So in that sense, you will be perfectly good, and I actually like that a lot because it takes the friction out of like updating your device and going from like settings page to setting page or whatever, and changing all your data that way. This way, by doing a wireless data transfer, it's so cool. And like honestly, like I said this before, like I honestly thought that was capable before of being a feature. Like I thought people were already doing that, but I guess not. Another cool thing is Apple News did get an update as well. And I don't know how many of you guys use Apple News. I mean, I go to Reddit. That's really the only place I get my news. That's why I'm not the smartest person around, and you shouldn't take my opinion on things. But this app did get an update, so if you're into Apple News, you should be set. You'll probably be a little bit happier. And the final cool thing is actually with an Apple Wallet, and more specifically the Apple Card. So for those of you who want to get the Apple Card or whatever, Apple should be releasing it in the next couple weeks, bro. They said in the summer of 2019 they're going to release it. Maybe they only said in the summer, so maybe it could be next summer, who knows. But the Apple Wallet app should be able to support the Apple Card whenever that comes out. So if you want to Apple Pay with the Apple Card, you'll have that choice and opportunity. But also they'll have that physical card which you can go and swipe to. And I might get it and make a review on it eventually whenever that comes out. But I kind of like the card I'm using. But I don't know. We can do a review on that, whatever. So those are some of the major ones. I also ran a quick benchmark. And actually on iOS 13, I don't remember the one I had for iOS 12.3.1 or 12.3.2, whichever that one was. But on iOS 13, the latest beta, I had a multi-core score of 140,586. And I just reran it, and the score that I got is 162,537. So technically speaking, the score that I'm getting on iOS 12.4 is more than the score on iOS 13, which is kind of funny, but you should expect that. iOS 13 is still in the beta, so I don't want to give it too much flack there. But what I'll definitely tell you is if you're not wanting to jailbreak or anything like that, then I would just recommend updating. This is probably the most stable version of iOS that's going to be coming out within the next couple months. So you might as well stay on iOS 12.4 to be on the more stable side. iOS 13 is still going to be in its infancy for a couple months, so I would just recommend staying on 12.4, but if you're wanting to jailbreak, you should just stay on the lowest version. Stay on 12.3 or 12.3.1 or 12.2. Whatever the versions are. You should stay on those versions. I wouldn't recommend updating because you'll probably not be able to get a jailbreak for a while. I'm sure 12.4 is going to get jailbroken in like the next couple months, but stay on the lowest version if you want to jailbreak, but just update. I think it's a very stable update so far for the last hour or two that I've been testing it. So if you guys have any questions or anything, leave it down in the comment section below. Hit that like button, that'll mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. Every single subscriber that we get really does count, so it'll mean so much if you guys could hit that. Also, check out the other links down in the description as well. My Twitter, my Instagram, my second channel. All those links are linked down below. I would really appreciate if you guys could check it out. But more importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. And hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out, Dylan.